power calls for HD claims.
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I just broke my diff.
Really?
What the heck? I hope it's not my diff on. I think I broke my diff. This car lasted all drift week. I tried to do one burnout, and it breaks. This was for a special project that you guys don't even know about. I can't believe this. I'm never going to financially recover from this. I didn't even get to do a burnout.
That's an expensive one.
Is it?
No, you didn't get no burnout, so it's an expensive one. You're re-breaking a car. So you're negative right now.
How did it break? How did it last all of drift week and it breaks on a burnout?
It broke in a weird way too.
Second gear?
First! That's what I'm saying! I also want to put it in the air to see what just happened. Big sad time here at LZMFG warehouse. Good, keep going. Let's go catch.
Yep.
I just do the whole drift week, and then I
She got there, bud.
You know, just I'm gonna weld it together.
Oh,
put it back in.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is why Johan doesn't like staying late, because this is what happens.
Yep.
Usually he's at home relaxing, he's got a fire going, he's got a cigar in his mouth and some popcorn in his right hand, and gets a text about him, I broke it again.
Then I come in next morning to evaluate.
The next morning he comes out and goes, Johan, we're putting an LS in it.
Yeah. Well, if you notice, your exhaust is completely there.
Safe! We were worried about the tie exhaust getting ripped up. That's all good. I can't believe they took the drive shaft out before the R154.
Yeah.
Oh, how does it look? Does it look okay?
Half of your like
Half the yoke is still in it?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I would rather that than it not be there. Oh, do you think it tore up the seal though? Maybe?
Oh yeah, we have to replace that for sure.
Where do we get that?
Toyota? Toyota?
Yeah, we gotta get one of those. Sad day here at LZMFG.
This is what happens every time he gets like a new car. I think cars notice that, and then boom, they start breaking.
It sucks because I've had a really good track record. Johan's been working really hard on the R34. I've been trying not to break other cars, so I've been like chilling with the drifting, like trying to relax, like not driving any of the rowdy cars on the street, just driving the RS6. And then the one time I tried to do one burnout on a car that is the most reliable car almost of the entire fleet, and this.
It's a sad looking shaft, my guy.
I know. I hate it when my shaft is sad.
We got this pipe made up. Went through a few different like ideas. Didn't want to make it too complicated because then adding angles in like a pipe section in the different directions will make it harder for welding.
Right.
Kept it simple. One straight, well, one turn here, straight pipe, another turn here. I don't know exactly the angles, but they meet up there.
Dang.
And They come out of the plate. That pipe is coming out of that up there, comes through the plate. That is going to be welded to the plate. The plate then is going to be fastened to the car. It's already threaded and everything. There will be rubber grommets between the chassis and the plate. Yeah, rubber trim. It will be around the whole piece, stick to the car. You won't see it from the top, but it will be there to help keep debris out as much as possible. And yeah, that will be it. So now we're gonna weld this one up, and we could officially cut and call this one done.
Sick.
I was just sitting here trying to think on how to keep this pipe from getting warped as I weld it, because once I go through the whole thing, it's gonna be warped. I tried my hose clamp thing. It's not 100% accurate, so I don't have like other type of plugs to fit snug in there and keep the same size. So what I'll do is I'll try this and use the aluminum HD flange on here, if I could get it in. So get it on there. It keeps the round true to the pipe, because this pipe will be welded to another pipe, so the fitment has to be spot on for it to weld nice. Because if you don't have good fitments, welds won't look good. So yeah, that will solve that.
It'll
As long
absorb
as
all
it
the
doesn't,
heat.
yeah, it will
Yeah.
absorb the heat. It will work as somewhat as a heat sink, even though it's not too big. But yeah, also as you are mucking up things on the car and you're mucking up these pie cuts, always try to remember to put the weld seam. It might be hard to see on the camera, but there's a weld seam on the pie cuts.
I see it.
So always try to put it away from what people could see. So this is the actual part, the
The pipe.
angle that people will see. Always try to keep it hidden away, so it'll be the cars here. You cannot physically see that.
Right.
That's also where my welds will start, at that weld seam. Which
Okay,
is-
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Johan and I were just talking. We think we're actually not even gonna weld the pipe to this plate here just because it looks so clean and it's such a tight fit. There are some rubber mounts underneath where the plate mounts up. I know some people in the comments were wondering because of like vibrations and stuff, and obviously the engine needs to move. But I don't know, is this one doesn't have the
Yeah, it is not.
But there is quite a bit of flex in room with HD clamps, so I think we'll be pretty good. But that is something that we are conscious of and aware. But look how tidy this came out. We were kind of joking about not using titanium down there, but I'm glad you did because it came out phenomenally.
Yeah.
So
The fit up is like perfect.
yeah. The next big step that we're starting to kind of go through, you'll see we've got a bunch of Haltech sensors kind of spread out all around here. And I don't know if I've said this in any sort of videos, but I've been kind of working with Andrew Hawkins from Australia and a lot of Australian brands, just because I love Australia and they know GTRs better than pretty much anywhere else. I think it's even safe to say better than Japan at this point, and maybe I'll get some haters for that. But when it comes to building high horsepower, like super dialed race car R34 GTRs, those guys know what's up. And Croyon Racing Developments, or CRD, is actually going to be remote tuning this car. They probably have more experience tuning GTRs than, man, I don't want to say anywhere else because obviously HKS has crazy experience and like there's so many tuning shops in Japan. But if you guys know GTRs and you've been following any sort of media on GTRs, CRD, super OGs, and we're basically doing everything that they want us to, and the car is getting a platinum plug and play. And right now we're just kind of mapping out where the sensors are going to be so we can talk to wiring specialties and have them make a sub harness so we can make sure everything's dialed in and right where we need it to be. All right, so I'm gonna have a little bit of like kind of like a wordy, talky section at the end of this video, and I'll be completely transparent. Part of it is filler because the video is so short, but more or less than filler, it's an explanation as to why I need to have filler. So in that sense, it's not filler, and I don't feel bad. The past few videos, I definitely have not been doing nearly as much as I want to on projects, and it's kind of a combination of a bunch of things storming together. So one, Johan's just been going ham on fabrication in the R34, so there's not really much I can do on that car, and it also takes up one lift. And on top of that, one thing that I'm trying to be proactive about, and something that I've always struggled with, is kind of creating a proposal and like properly selling myself so I can leverage some sponsorships for next year of Formula Drift. I haven't really talked about this. I do plan on doing Pro 1 again. It is going to be a full 8-round schedule that will spread more across the country than it did this year. But usually I wait till last minute, and there's no SEMA this year, and all the big brands want to get their budgets figured out by the end of the year. So I've been really working hard in the office trying to put together all of my data, photos, and trying to like really work on that so I can get as much figured out for Formula Drift next year as possible. And Freddie has been going back and forth, and he's actually developing a new engine that we're gonna be running next year. So we've been going back and forth between Freddie, Brian Crowder, a new machine shop, and everyone's kind of been working harmoniously to try to get a new engine in that car, maybe even as soon as by the end of the year. So we are going to be going down from the 3.4 to a 3-liter Brian Crowder lightweight oversized bearing crankshaft. We're gonna be running a little bit more nitrous, gonna rev it way higher, and I think it should be pretty rowdy. A lot of teams went down from the 3.4 to the 3.0. There's a lot of different reasons behind it, and I want to let Freddie properly explain that because he's got a bunch of like mad scientist logic. But other than that and the Formula Drift stuff, I just want to also explain to you guys how cool it's been having Mike here on board filming and editing, because it's finally allowed me to work on my brand rather than in it. When I was uploading daily or even every other day but having to film and edit myself, it was a lot more challenging because I never really got the free time to kind of have meetings with the staff and with other companies and plan. And this end of the year is like such a crucial planning phase that even though I should be really going ham in content, I'm kind of trying to not only relax a little bit, but try to work on those bigger picture things. So there's a lot of big stuff brewing for next year. One of the biggest things of all, I don't want to really tell you guys too much yet because I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch. We did find a new place that we're super stoked on. It's no secret that here you guys can see we are definitely running out of space and are a bit over full since there's probably like 15 more cars that aren't even in here. And we're at the phase of the process where we have a verbal agreement, but we're still just trying to draft up a contract, and there's like attorneys and lawyers and all that stuff. So I don't want to say anything until I know for sure. And then there's the 30 to 60 day closing period and a lot of red tape and a lot of headaches. So I don't know how much, I don't even know if I want to show you guys the place until I know it's for sure. But if everything works out, it is going to be a game changer for us. And I hope that you guys can hold on to that little hope and understand that, you know, as things have been kind of a little quiet and not too crazy in the videos, there's a lot of that stuff brewing behind the scenes. It's been fun though, because like I buy this new place, like, you know, I'm having to meet with lenders and like really explain what I do and like almost come up with a business plan, for lack of a better word, which is something I've never really done. I've really just kind of like rolled with it, and it's been pretty crazy putting together these plans and these proposals and all this information in one place, and to see how many twists and turns and different avenues we've taken across the years, both with YouTube, with merchandise, with brand deals, and it's wild to see like what YouTube has turned into. And I'm super excited, and I really hope this new place works out because it would be huge, it would be epic, it would be so fun. It'll change things a lot. So with that being said, I wanted to give you guys some sort of explanation. I saw a few comments that the videos have been a little bit, you know, not the same lately, and that's why I've been spending pretty much every single day in the office just making PowerPoints and Microsoft painting up little diagrams, but it's exciting stuff. It's been really fun, and I hope you guys are excited. As for the next video, I don't really know what's going on. And then today, I don't know, maybe I'll have to skip a day of an upload. I really don't want to, but maybe I'll go live. If you guys want me to go live, I could do that. And then that would kind of free up the weekend. And then I know the next video after that, I have some stuff lined up. But maybe if I go live, just kind of give me an idea what you guys want to see, what you want me to talk about. I can maybe answer some questions. But yeah, thank you guys. I hope you understand. Appreciate you. I'll see you soon.